This is Brian with Survival Now, and today I am going to show you how to hook up the Optimus Nova Stove. Well, we've zoomed in a little bit closer here. Now I'm going to show you what comes in the Optimus bag here. And one of the things when I'm opening this up here to let you know what I really like, two things I like about the bag. Made of a heavy-duty Cordura. It's going to last a long time. And the other thing is, as you can see, you've got room in here. So not only you can carry your stove in here, but if you've got utensils, anything like that, extra just gear, you've got a place to store it with the stove, you know, even in cooking. What I'll do is I'll just show you as we go along here. Open up these separate pouches. I'll start with the pump itself. One of the things I really like about the pump, aluminum here, but it's steel up here, but you got heavy duty construction. You have your fuel line, you got your fuel filter, and you can see we've got a little arc to this. If it happens to come out it's straight, I put a bend in this. Make sure you've got a nice arc to that, and it'll stay that way. You have your fuel feed valve at this location here. You're going to want to make sure that that's closed. It's labeled very nicely there too. Inside of here, take this out with it, you have a lubrication pouch. You got a couple of extra O-rings, some different things to keep things lubricated. One of the things you're going to want to make sure that's lubricated, we've got a part of the leather, the pump here is the leather down here. And you want to make sure that that is keeps lubricated. It's going to make the pump work to the best possible efficiency here. And it's very basic. That's really it. You've got the O-ring in here that's leather. Loosen that. You can get to that. You got your lubrication for that. The other piece in here that goes to the stove is it's almost like a multi-tool. You got a number of different things, notches on here for different parts of the stove. On top here is a magnet, and that's going to help clean the needle on the bottom. And I can show you that in a different demonstration. But this is nice. You've got a multi-tool with the magnet located right in the pouch here, and then the stove itself. You can see comes out. You got your fuel line here. Break these out right now. These are nice pot supports. Put this down on the table. You have your fuel valve here. It's going to dictate how much fuel is getting into the stove itself. When you open it up, it's in the closed position here, so it's nice and tight. When you bring that out, tighten it down, and this is labeled very nicely. But you're going to want to make sure that gas is shut off, just like in the fuel feed valve right here. Very basic, and at this point, I like to straighten this line out. And we have our gas bottle here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how this works, how this fuel line works. You have your bottle here. You've got a couple things. You've got the on, and you also have the off. And what this is going to do is you're going to sit in there with the on position like this. You're going to have that fuel line that hangs down there with the fuel filter on the bottom, or the end of it, I should say. And this is going to sit. The bottom of this is full of the gas right now, and it's just going to be sucking out the bottom of that. So what's going to happen, and then when you want to turn it off, you're going to flip the bottle over, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. But you've got the off now, and you can see that fuel line is sitting up, and so what it's doing is it's sitting in the empty air cavity up top. So to turn the stove off, you just switch the bottle over, and the fuel is going to get sucked out of this line through this line here, and that's what's going to cause the burner to go off. Very nice design with that. It's very easy, very clear what's going on. One of the other things I like about this is you're not going to worry about this if it happens to fall over in a pack or whatever you're carrying it in that's going to spill. You got a nice O-ring here. It's almost like a pill bottle. You're going to push down, and that's going to help loosen that up a little bit. Just unscrew it. And you can see I was holding that sideways. Nothing was spilling out, but you got a nice O-ring there. Before I go too much further, one of the other things forgot to mention, it's in the pack, is very nice. You just got a wind protector. You've got a couple notches on it to go around things. Very light. If it's windy, you can put this around your stove. It also comes with a manual in here too. What we'll do is we will put the pump in the bottle right now. Just basically screw that on. As I mentioned, you're in the on position, off position in the back here, and I'll show you how this hooks up. Pretty straightforward. We got a couple rubber covers here We've got a bayonet fitting, goes right into here. You just screw, push that in, turn it, it's locked in. Your Nova system is basically set up and you're ready to start cooking. You're in the on position. As I said, that fuel line is down, sucking the gas. When it needs to go off, you just do, basically you turn it over, do a 180 with that. You can see it's in the off position. The fuel line is up. It's going to be sucking you out of that empty air cavity. So there's going to be no more fuel that's going to be fed into that line. It's going to come through, and then your stove is going to burn out. So next time what I will do is I'll show you basically how to light that, but it's pretty straightforward. It's very simple to set up. It's quick. It's easy. Just make a couple sure that things are closed. And at this point, we'll go from there. Thank you.